with his buddies from the Irish Newsboys. Put your hands together for Kevin Fagan.
Many things in life. Yeah, that works. All right. Don't ever take one of these things on an airplane. They look on the X-ray machine like a clip from an automatic pistol, and you get stopped. Don't ever take one of these. In fact, don't ever learn to play one of these. All right. Oh, look at that. We got sound. All right. Yes, I am Kevin Fagan from the San Francisco Chronicle. And I cover a lot of things, including disasters, murders, and homelessness, which is how I wound up here. Because Kurt was doing this story, or a movie on, of course, B. Robin, which I thought was a terrific thing. And I knew Robin. Robin and I met when I was doing a story on a comedian called Doug Ferrari, who was homeless. I'd heard he was homeless, went out and found him, hooked him up with Mike Pritchard, who then kind of helped Doug get his thing going again. And I wrote the story, and it made quite a splash a few years back. And Robin and I stayed in contact for many years. He was a wonderful, wonderful man who cared deeply about homeless people. Which then led, of course, to the thing that we're celebrating here tonight. And this is my good friend Steve Rubenstein, who you might have read if you read the Chronicle. Everyone reads the Chronicle, of course. And we're in a group called the Irish Newsboys, which is a bunch of news guys, plus Barry Melton from Country Joe and the Fish, and Peter Alvin from Big Brother and the Holding Company. So we get kind of a classic rock thing going on. But tonight we're going to do, since this is about B. Robin, we thought we'd do a couple of homeless songs for you. I was walking by the graveyard late last Friday night. I heard somebody yelling, it sounded like a fight. It was just a drunken hobo dancing circles in the night, pouring whiskey on the headstones in the blue moonlight. So often have I wondered where these homeless brothers go, down in some hidden valley where their sorrows cannot show, where the police cannot find them, where the wanted man can go. There's freedom when you're walking, even though you're walking slow. Smash your bottle on a gravestone and live while you can. That homeless brother is my friend. Somewhere there was a woman, somewhere there was a child, somewhere there was a cottage where the marigolds grew wild. And somewhere's just like nowhere when you leave it for a while. You'll find the broken-hearted when you're traveling jungle style. Down the bowels of a broken land where numbers live like men, where those who keep their senses have been taken back again, where the nightstick cracks with crazy rage, where madmen don't pretend, where wealth has no beginning and poverty no end. Smash your bottle on a gravestone and live while you can. That homeless brother is my friend.
living so much harder where the heartless people go. Somewhere the dogs are barking and the children seem to know. Even Jesus on the highway was a lost hobo. And they hear a holy silence in the temples of the hills. And they see his ragged tatters as another kind of thrill. And they envy him the sunshine, but they pity him the chill. They're sad to do their living for some other kind of thrill. Smash your bottle on a gravestone and live while you can. That homeless brother is my friend. Smash your bottle on a gravestone and live while you can. That homeless brother is my friend. Here's a decidedly unfunny song we're going to do. I've covered homelessness for, 15 years, a lot of it with a partner of mine named Brant Ward, who does photography. And we covered the story of Jill May when she was on the street some years back. And her boyfriend stiffed a crack dealer on $150, and so the dealer came back and doused her with gas and burned her to death. San Francisco story, and we really loved Jill. She was a desperate homeless street person who had a huge heart. So when her killer got put into trial, I covered the trial and I covered the conviction, and afterwards the homicide detective and Jill's family and I went out to the spot where she was burned to death and where some of her is still fried into the cement, and we had a service. And I sang this song in the service, which I had written some years back. When the sun is on my shoulders, when the road is open wide, when the morning fills with promise, when I look up to the sky, when I lose my way and stumble home, when the wind around me sighs, I will think of you. I will feel you in my soul, I will see you in my dreams. You're the ones I love, the ones I hate, the ones I haven't seen. And I'm a better man for loving you, and the truth you help me see. I will think of you. There's nothing left to hurt you now. What's done is done, so let it all go by. You can't make sense of something, makes no sense at all. And now we learn the meaning of goodbye. On my shoulders, the road is open wide. When the morning fills with promise, when I look up to the sky, when I lose my way and stumble home, when the wind around sighs, I will think of you. I will think of you. We got one more because we can't leave you on that total downbeaten kind of feeling. Our friend Jay Johnson from the Irish Newsboys. He was a top editor at the Chronicle, which is why he so unmatches us in attire. We're just writing schlubs over here. So we're gonna do a song that we do with the Irish Newsboys, and we play at Lefty O'Doul's on Friday nights.
What's that thing around your neck, Jay?
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, what? I gotta blow my nose. Let me go. And this is an old, because we do kind of, as I said, we do Irish songs with that kind of, Big Brother and the Holding Company thing to it. And we're going to do something called the Leaving of Liverpool, which is what, when you think about homeless people, they're always leaving something. So.
This is a paying off shanty. This is when you get back to port and you have like the last chance to say goodbye to your pals and get in a cheap shot at the captain and winch her into the dock.
That's it.
For Cali, but I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Is on the harbor long, and I wish I could remain, for I know it will be some long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee.
Thanks very much. This is a great cause, and thank you for letting us play some music up here. I know there's a whole bunch of other great acts lined up with songs. Stick around.
Yeah.